Well, it's going to be the NLDS game, but we are here, and I wanted to do a video for you guys to get this out for now. And obviously, it's a small, 2-game slate. We're going to go with the NLDS. I was thinking that in the past they've done like Thursday, Friday DFS type stuff, which I guess they're not right now. But I wanted to welcome you guys back. I felt really weird not going live or doing any videos since Monday or Sunday or Monday. But we've got baseball. All I need to say is that's all I need to say. But so the thing was, I was doing shots of. I wanted to go live yesterday while watching the game, but with DirecTV, it started to just downpour, and of course the cable went out, so I was having to watch it on my phone, which was absolutely incredible, just so dumb. But I wanted to go through and see. We can do the full roster. It starts at 5:07 Eastern, so just a heads up on that, guys. That's what we're looking at. There's not a lot going on. I was really thinking they would do like these games plus the games tomorrow combined, which they've done in the past, but it does not appear that that's what they're doing. So we're going to go over the pitching. Obviously, playoffs are a completely different beast compared to just any other game. So it's going to be a little bit different. So I just kind of wanted to tell you guys that in the beginning. So just before we get digging into everything, I wanted to remind you guys that we do go live on Twitch. We do go live, or we're posting this to YouTube. So if you guys will please follow us on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/dailyrotohelp. Everyone who follows, once I hit 50 followers, one person will win an NFL season pass. So let's get that going, guys. So the NFL season pass once we hit 50 followers. Actually, no, I said it was no, it was that, yeah. So make sure you go to twitch.tv/dailyrotohelp, sign up, and let me know your name. Comment in the bottom of the YouTube video so I can know your name. We're no longer doing the MLB home run contest because there's not really a month left to do it in. You wouldn't get much from it, but we do have the NFL contests going on. So remember to follow all of our social media down below in the description of the YouTube video and over on Twitch as well. So I want to welcome everyone who's brand new to the Twitch channel. Something a little bit different, IRL, fantasy sports, but we're going to go over baseball a little bit now. This is going to be very different than what we've done in the past for baseball. There's 4 pitchers to go over. Obviously, everyone's pretty damn good. Like yesterday, people wanted us to play the wild card game. You couldn't go with anyone from Oakland. You did not know how long Hendricks was going to go out. Severino obviously would have been your best bet, and the Yankees offense. But so our cheat sheet is out. And I'm gonna do something we don't normally do. I'm gonna actually go over the cheat sheet in this video just because there's 4 pitchers, there's 2 offenses, 4 offenses. There's some projections. Now the problem with these projections are it's the playoffs. I get it. It's a possibility of 5 games, so it could be a little bit different. But I'm going to go over the cheat sheet and the players that we like. With projections, especially baseball, you can never know completely. Playoffs, you honestly could never know. So just looking at the pitching options, Ryu versus the Braves. Remember, it is being played in LA right now. Herman Marquez at Milwaukee. Mike Fulton-Navich against the Dodgers, and Shashin against Milwaukee. Now, I'm actually surprised Shashin is pitching today, just because he pitched on Monday, but apparently he's good to go. Now, whether that or not that's going to affect it, since he just pitched 3 days ago, that's something to monitor. Now, I feel like Shashin might go 1 or 2 innings. Actually, the Brewers did come out and say that it's going to be a bullpen day. So Shashin's probably going to be in there 1, 2 innings maybe. That's something we have to monitor. But looking at Ryu, and I don't know if you guys play FanDuel, DraftKings, or Yahoo, but we do have our projections for that. So Yahoo, we're looking at about 18 fantasy points out of him, or out of Ryu. FanDuel, we're looking about 30, depending, and DraftKings about 18 to 20 there. Marquez against the Brewers. Now, remember, both of these fields are home run hitting parks. They're hitter parks. Obviously, Colorado's a little bit more hitter-friendly than Milwaukee, but it really doesn't matter. So looking at that, I am definitely seeing some other things that we need to look at. Marquez, we're looking about 17 to 18 on Yahoo, 29 to 30 on FanDuel, and 16-ish on DraftKings. So you can see from the top, there's not a lot of difference between the pricing and what they're expected to do. Fulton-Avich has been dominant all season. Again, the Dodgers offense is pretty potent though, so that's something we need to monitor there. Looking at that, we're looking at about 16 Yahoo fantasy points, 28 to 30 FanDuel, and 14 to 18 out of Fulton-Avich here. And then Shashin against Colorado, I'm expecting maybe one inning, maybe. The projections are probably going to be off. Depending on how many innings he goes, we're looking at 14 Yahoo, 24 FanDuel, 13 DraftKings, but honestly, they're going to yank him as soon as the first sign of trouble. So that's something to monitor. I probably wouldn't use Shashin. Honestly, with playoffs, you're getting their best lineup every single game. You're getting the best pitching option every single game. So it's going to be very tough. With playoffs, I would highly suggest you do just GPPs. Cash games are going to be really hard to cash. Any of the pitchers are good. Probably Ryu at the top. Marquez. Probably Marquez. We'll have to see. It's crazy. I don't really like this, but I wanted to get a video out to you guys because you've been asking to see them. So, looking at that, just some of the bats that we're looking at now. Obviously, we know what's going to happen. We know that they're going to have their number one bats out there. They're not going to sit anyone. They're not going to rest anybody. This is the playoffs. Anything can happen. I really love Acuna here. Actually, let's dig into any of the numbers. I don't know if we're looking at any numbers. I guess looking Antonio Sensatella, there's no real numbers against the Brewers. Looking at the Braves at the Dodgers, Fulton-Avich against the Dodgers, 63 plate appearances, 281 batting average, 23.8 K rate. So that's not a bad clip for Ks. We would like to see it a little bit more. Ryu, 45 plate appearances against the Braves, 341 batting average, 15.6 K rate. Right there, that tells me I would take Fulte over Ryu. They're right about the same projections as well, so the pricing is about the same. So we're looking at pitching. Ryu's 10,000, Fulton-Avich 9,400. So there's not a lot of difference there. You should be good to go. So looking at the bats that have had success, I mean, there's not a ton. Grandal against Fulton-Avich, 2 for 6. Those 2 hits were home runs. If you remember last year, Fulton-Avich didn't even start, I think, 90% of the playoff games. Or Grandal didn't start 90%. It was, I believe, Austin Barnes. We'll see. Obviously, it's too early to know who's going to be in the lineups, but you can pretty much expect everyone. I would fully expect Grandal's. I mean, he's got a small sample size, 2 hits, both are home runs, so I would expect him there. Adam Duvall against Ryu, 3 for 8 with a home run. That's it, guys. There's only 3 people on the slate with home run, or 2 people on the slate with home runs. So the bats, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a GPP day, just like we said. You're going to see a lot of different people. My suggestion would be only play tournaments, GPPs, play 10% of your bankroll, make multiple lineups. Even though I tell you guys that I don't like multiple lineups, I like the single entry tournaments. Today's a day you're going to have to. Pretty much the playoffs are. That's why I don't really like doing DFS and telling you guys this or that in the playoffs, because anything can happen. I'm still going to bring you some GPP lineups. Those are going to be out a little bit later. Just kind of waiting for obviously the teams to actually send out their lineups, but we can pretty much guarantee what it's going to be. That being said, it's Thursday. We are going to have Thursday night football lineups as well. It's going to be Thursday through Monday. Pretty excited about that. Edelman is back. What else that people have been asking about on the YouTube page? If you have questions about NFL, about MLB, it's probably not much about MLB, but NFL lineups, you can always hit me up on Twitter at FantasyAdvice22. You can email me, support@dailyrotohelp.com. We answer those questions there. NBA is, I think, 2 weeks away. Yeah, 2 weeks away. So we're going to be running a special for MLB DFS. That's a little bit easier to predict. So the cheat sheet's really helpful. The lineups are out there as well. We'll have the article. The videos will go live every day for videos. And the difference between kind of like baseball and basketball and football, with baseball, you kind of just give the stats of what they've done. It's kind of the same thing with football. You can kind of monitor who they're going against. But basketball, we're able to actually project and predict fantasy points. And overall, we've been able to get within 5 to 7 to 10, probably about 5 to 10 fantasy points, plus or minus when we predict out. Obviously, with NBA, we do our videos, and we go through each position. We give about 5 or 8 players at each position, and we give their fantasy points. So we go power forward, whatever. We'd go center, DeMarcus Cousins, 65 fantasy points. And it's usually right around that. So it's a little bit different. But that's what we're coming up to. We're coming up 2 weeks away from it. I think 2 weeks from yesterday, if I recall. And what we're going to do is the NBA season is $2.99 for an entire season. But I will be knocking that down, giving you guys $100 off for the first 50 people. And I'll get a promo code out, and I'll let you guys know about it probably in the next video, or if we go live, when we go live. But yeah, so I'm thinking about going live right before football tonight for any late questions, any stardom, sit-em questions for Thursday. So that's something I'm thinking about doing, maybe even watching the game a little bit with you guys live on twitch.tv/dailyrotohelp. So we'll kind of see, play it by ear, depends on how my night goes or how my day goes, if I've got anything going on tonight. But yeah, so NBA's coming right up, guys. If you have any questions about it, please let me know. What we offer, same thing we do with baseball, football. We've got articles every day. We've got cheat sheets every day. And we've got lineups every day as well. Now, the lineups, you're not purchasing lineups with that. They do come with it, but definitely mix and match. Don't just use them verbatim. Don't use them exactly how you see them. That's, if you're looking for that, you can go over to Twitter and find the sketchy NBA sellers over there. If you trust them, good. That's great for you. I wouldn't, though. But yeah, so that's what you can expect. Definitely give us a follow, a subscribe on YouTube, and hit the bell notification. The NBA, I'm not really sure if we can do. So with baseball, we did the home run contest. With football, we're doing the QB who throws for the most amount of yards. NBA, I'm not really sure if there's much to do. I don't think there's really a contest that we could do with it. Nothing really pops out to me right now. If you guys have an idea, comment in the YouTube section. So yeah, that's really all I've got right now. I will be sending out an email with all of our articles today or tomorrow. We'll have one GPP lineup for FanDuel, one GPP lineup for DraftKings for baseball, and we'll do the same thing with Thursday through Monday night football as well. So any questions, guys, comment in the YouTube comment section below. Hopefully you had success. Hopefully your teams are in the playoffs. Last night was just nuts. I was taking shots at Jameson for every Yankees home run. Luckily, I didn't have to take very many because I probably would be dead right now. So that's all I've got, guys. Good luck today, and as always, bring home that bacon, guys.